The gym was like any other, nestled in the heart of the city, its neon lights flickering invitingly against the darkness of the night. For years, it had been a sanctuary for fitness enthusiasts, a place to sculpt their bodies and soothe their minds. But beneath its glossy exterior lay a sinister secret, one that lurked in the shadows, waiting to ensnare unsuspecting victims. It all began with whispers, hushed conversations among the gym-goers about strange occurrences and unsettling sensations. Some claimed to have felt icy fingers brush against their skin during their late-night workouts, while others swore they heard eerie whispers echoing through the empty corridors when they thought they were alone. Most dismissed these stories as mere exaggerations, the products of overactive imaginations fueled by exhaustion and adrenaline. But as the days passed, the whispers grew louder, the sensations more pronounced. People started to vanish without a trace, leaving behind only their abandoned belongings and a lingering sense of dread. The authorities were baffled, unable to find any leads or explanations for the disappearances. The gym, once bustling with life, now stood eerily silent, its once vibrant atmosphere tainted by fear and uncertainty. Mark had been a regular at the gym for years, but even he couldn't ignore the palpable sense of unease that hung in the air. Despite his growing apprehension, he couldn't bring himself to stay away, drawn back night after night by an inexplicable force. As he pushed himself through another grueling workout, he couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching him, its gaze cold and malevolent. It was during one of these late-night sessions that Mark first encountered the darkness that lurked within the gym's walls. As he pushed himself to the limit on the treadmill, he felt a sudden chill sweep over him, sending shivers down his spine. Glancing around, he saw nothing out of the ordinary, but he couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched. Ignoring his instincts, Mark pressed on, determined to finish his workout and leave the gym behind. But as he reached the end of his routine, he heard a faint whisper echoing through the empty space, barely audible above the hum of the machines. "Leave," it hissed, a cold knot of fear tightening in Mark's chest. Before he could react, a wave of darkness crashed over him, swallowing him whole. Panic surged through his veins as he fought against the suffocating blackness, his screams drowned out by the deafening silence. When he finally emerged, gasping for air, he found himself standing in a desolate landscape, the gym nowhere to be seen. Confusion and terror clouded his mind as he stumbled through the darkness, searching for any sign of civilization. But no matter how far he walked, he found nothing but endless emptiness stretching out before him. Time seemed to lose all meaning as he wandered aimlessly, his strength waning with each passing moment. Just when he thought he couldn't go on any longer, he saw a faint glimmer of light in the distance, beckoning him forward. Ignoring the voice of doubt that whispered in his mind, he pressed on, driven by the desperate hope of escape. As he drew closer, he realized with a sinking feeling that the light was not a beacon of salvation, but a harbinger of doom. Before him stood a towering figure cloaked in darkness, its eyes gleaming with a malevolent light. Mark's blood ran cold as he realized the true nature of the entity that had ensnared him, a creature born from the depths of the gym's darkest secrets, hungry for souls to consume. With a guttural roar, the creature lunged forward, its talons outstretched and dripping with blood. Mark's screams echoed through the abyss as the darkness swallowed him whole, his fate sealed within the depths of the gym's cursed halls. And as the last echoes of his cries faded into nothingness, the gym returned to its silent vigil, its secrets buried beneath layers of concrete and steel, waiting for the next unsuspecting victim to fall prey to its insatiable hunger.
In the wake of Mark's disappearance, the city buzzed with speculation and fear. Rumors swirled like a maelstrom, each more outlandish than the last. Some whispered of a cursed artifact hidden within the gym's walls, while others spoke of a vengeful spirit seeking retribution for past sins. But amidst the chaos, one truth remained undeniable: the gym held secrets darker than anyone could have imagined. Detective Sarah Harding was assigned to the case, her keen mind and unwavering determination making her the city's best hope for unraveling the mystery that had gripped it in fear. As she delved deeper into the gym's history, she uncovered a tangled web of deceit and betrayal, stretching back decades. Her investigation led her to a man named Dr. Alexander Mercer, a renowned physicist who had once been a member of the gym's exclusive inner circle. Dr. Mercer's research into the nature of reality had earned him both admiration and scorn, his unorthodox methods and controversial theories marking him as a pariah among his peers. Despite the risks, Detective Harding knew that Dr. Mercer held the key to unlocking the gym's secrets. With a mixture of trepidation and determination, she sought him out, hoping that he would be willing to shed light on the darkness that had consumed so many lives. Dr. Mercer greeted her with a wary smile, his piercing gaze betraying the weight of the secrets he carried. As they sat in his cluttered laboratory, surrounded by rows of arcane equipment and half-finished experiments, he recounted the events that had led him down the path of obsession. It all began with a simple experiment, he explained, his voice tinged with regret. I was trying to harness the power of the human mind, to unlock its true potential. But in my arrogance, I delved too deep, tapping into forces beyond my comprehension. As Dr. Mercer spoke, Detective Harding listened intently, her mind racing with possibilities. If what he said was true, then the gym was not merely a place of exercise and self-improvement, but a nexus of untold power, a gateway to realms beyond the limits of human understanding. Driven by a newfound sense of purpose, Detective Harding vowed to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Together with Dr. Mercer, she delved into the gym's hidden depths, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the darkness that lurked within. Their journey was fraught with peril, as they encountered horrors beyond imagining, twisted creatures born from the nightmares of those who had been consumed by the gym's malevolent influence. But with each trial they faced, their resolve only grew stronger, fueled by the knowledge that they were fighting to free the souls trapped within the gym's grasp. As they reached the heart of the gym, they were met with a sight that chilled them to the bone, a sprawling labyrinth of corridors and chambers, each more labyrinthine than the last. In the center of it all stood a towering monolith, pulsing with an otherworldly energy that threatened to consume everything in its path. With grim determination, Detective Harding and Dr. Mercer pressed on, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls as they searched for a way to destroy the source of the darkness once and for all. But as they drew closer to their goal, they were confronted by a figure from Dr. Mercer's past, a man whose thirst for power had led him down a path of madness and despair. I see you've come to put an end to my experiment, the man sneered, his eyes ablaze with madness. But you're too late. The power I've unleashed is beyond your comprehension. It cannot be stopped. Undeterred, Detective Harding and Dr. Mercer stood their ground, their resolve unshakable in the face of overwhelming odds. With a final, desperate act of defiance, they unleashed a torrent of energy that tore through the gym's defenses, shattering the monolith and banishing the darkness that had held it captive for so long. As the gym crumbled around them, Detective Harding and Dr. Mercer emerged victorious, their faces grim but triumphant. But as they surveyed the wreckage, they knew that their battle was far from over. The darkness had been vanquished, but its influence lingered still, a reminder of the horrors that lurked within the depths of the human psyche. And as they turned to leave the ruins of the gym behind, they vowed to never forget the souls that had been lost to its insatiable hunger, their memories etched into the fabric of reality as a warning to those who dared to tread where others had fallen. For in the end, the true horror of the Abyssal Gym was not in the darkness that dwelled within its walls, but in the depths of the human soul itself.